Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel Code with ER. In this video guys, we're gonna learn something new, something different. In this video guys, we're gonna learn something new, something different in HTML, CSS, Vue.js along with local storage as well. Okay, yes guys, you heard it right. In this video, we're gonna learn something new, something different in Vue.js as well as local storage as well. Okay, and guys, by using HTML, CSS, Vue.js and local storage as well, we're gonna build some application. We're gonna build some dynamic application in this video, in this session. Okay, so guys, just to show you guys, I have already built an example. So let me go to the example and let me explain you the example first, what I mean and what we are gonna learn in this video, in this session. Okay, so let me go to the example first. So guys, this is the example. As you can see here, we have got some ice creams. Okay, and below that we have got two buttons, likes and dislikes. Okay, so guys, in this video we are going to learn how to create this kind of application where you can like a product or where you can dislike a product as well. Okay, so guys, now I'm gonna click the button I like it, and I will click the button I hate it. Okay, then only you can see what I mean and what we are gonna learn in this video, in this session. Okay, so just click the button I love it. See guys, whenever I am clicking the button I love it, the number is going to increase. Okay, the number is going to increase. Okay, see, as you can see here guys, whenever I am clicking the I like it button, the number is going to increase. Okay, see here also the number is going to increase, here also the number is going to increase, and here also the number is going to increase. And guys, whenever you will hit the button I dislike the product, the number is also going to increase, which will show how many users or how many customers have liked your product, or how many users or customers have disliked your products also. Okay, so now I'm gonna click the button I hate it. See guys, boom guys, it is also increasing. Okay, here also it is increasing. Whenever I will click the button I hate it, see, the number is going to increase. Okay, the number is going to increase. See guys, the number is going to increase. Okay, now refresh the page also. So guys, after the page refreshment, the number is not gonna disappear. The number is not gonna to reset. Okay, it will remain same as it is. As you can see here, we have got 8, 6, 7, 11, 8, 8, 9, 8. Okay, and 10, 9. Guys, now I am gonna refresh the page. So just hit the enter button. See, boom guys, after the page refreshment also, the number of dislikes and number of likes count remains same. Okay, as you can see here, I have refreshed the page also, but still the number of likes and number of dislikes count remains same. Okay, now you can also increase the count again. See guys, boom guys, as you can see here, see, the number is gonna increase whether you will like it, whether you will like the product, or whether you will dislike the product also. Okay, so just see guys, see, the number is increasing whenever I am clicking the button I like it or I dislike it. Okay, see guys, see, now refresh the page also, refresh one more time. See guys, as you can see here, the number of likes and dislikes remains same. It is not gonna reset. I mean, it is not gonna to 0. Okay, it will remain as it is. Okay, if it is 18, it is 13, it is 12, it is 16, it is 17 and 17 also, it is 15 and 15 also, it is 16 and 14 also. Okay, so guys, after the page refreshment also, the number of likes and number of dislikes remains same. Okay, because guys, I am saving the number of likes and number of dislikes into our local storage. That's why it remains same after the page refreshment also. Okay, so guys, in this video we are gonna learn how to create this kind of dynamic application using HTML, CSS, Vue.js as well as local storage, where you can like the product or where you can dislike the product also. Okay, so guys, this is a really dynamic application. After the page refreshment also, the number of likes and dislikes not gonna reset. Okay, it will remain same as it is. Okay, so user can like your product, or user can dislikes your product also. Okay, as you can see here, whenever I am clicking the button I like it, the number is gonna increase. Okay, the number is gonna increase. See here also, the number is going to increase. I hate it, I love it. See, I have got the tooltip also, just to give the information to the user that you are about to like a product, that you are about to dislike a product. Okay, as you can see here, we have got tooltips on each and every likes and dislikes. See guys, now refresh the page. See, boom guys, after the page refreshment also, the likes and dislikes count remains same. Okay, it is not gonna reset, it is not gonna again become 0, because I am saving likes count and dislikes count into our local storage as well. Okay, so guys, after the page refreshment also, the number of likes and number of dislikes remains same, it is not gonna reset. Okay, so guys, in this video, by using HTML, CSS and Vue.js along with local storage as well, we are gonna learn how to build this kind of application, okay, using Vue.js and local storage as well. Okay, so guys, now let's get started and let's learn. Okay, but guys, before starting of the video, I would like to request you all guys, please guys, subscribe to my YouTube channel Code with ER, and please press the bell icon also, so that whenever I will upload a new video in the playlist, you can be notified and you can watch them instantly and you can learn from them also. Okay, and guys, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and please guys, share this video among your friends, among your colleague, among your group also, so that they will be also knowing how to create this kind of dynamic application using Vue.js and local storage as well, where user can like a product or user can dislike a product as well. Okay, so guys, please guys, like all my videos, so that it will give me the confidence, it will give me the motivation to make awesome videos on each and every topic of web development as well as full stack development also. Okay, so guys, now let's get started and let's learn how to build this kind of dynamic application using Vue.js and local storage as well. Okay, so guys, now I am going to the code editor, so just go to the code editor again and create a new page, give dislikes, okay, dislikes and likes.html, just save the page. Yeah, so create HTML first, give code with ER Prabhat Pandit. Okay, so guys, by now you all know that my name is Prabhat Pandit and I am a software developer. Currently I am working as a ServiceNow developer at Happiest Minds Bangalore, and I have got more than 4 years of experience into software development. Okay, so guys, first of all, I would like to paste some of the CDN links from the previous example only. So just go to the previous example and copy CDN links from there only. So just copy this CDN link from here and paste into your code. So paste it here. So guys, let me explain you. So guys, this is the local path for Bootstrap. Okay, so I have got a CSS folder, and inside that CSS folder I have got the file also, bootstrap.min.css, and guys, this is the CDN link for Font Awesome. Okay, as you can see here, fontawesome.min.css, and guys, this is the CDN link for Vue.js. Okay, as you can see here, Vue.js. Okay, so guys, let me paste some more CDN links from the previous example only. So just go down and copy these CDN links from here and paste it here above the closing body tag. Okay, so just paste it here. So guys, now I will start writing code. Okay, so guys, just be here and watch the entire video. Guys, it's my promise, it's my word guys, like you will learn something new. You will definitely learn something new from this video, from this session in Vue.js as well as local storage as well. Okay, so guys, just be here and watch the entire video, and if you have learned something from this video, please guys, do subscribe to my YouTube channel Code with ER, and please press the bell icon also. Okay, so guys, now let's get started. And guys, first of all, let me just create a div first. So create a div first. Give class as container and give margin top also 5 and give margin bottom also 5. Close this div first. Inside this div, I'm gonna create h1 element. So give class also text center and text dark only, and close this h1 first, and inside h1 I'm gonna put some text likes and dislikes in view.js. okay, so guys, now save your code. Okay, copy the file path, go to the browser and open a new tab and paste it here, and just remove this from here and paste localhost, put localhost. Okay, yeah, you can see here likes and dislikes in view.js. okay, so just go to the code editor again, and I will start writing code now. So first of all, just create a div and give class also as container, and give mx auto, and give justify content also center, and close this div, and inside this div I'm gonna create another div. So just go little up and create a div, give it a class as a row, and close this div now. And guys, now I'm gonna create a script for our view.js. okay, so just go down below this script. We have to create a script tag first, and create a script, and guys, inside this script I'm gonna write view.js code. okay, so now first of all, create a const and give app equal to view.createApp, and inside this we have to create a data function. So create a data function, and it will return, so return, okay, it will return, yeah, it will return. So guys, now we have to mount this instance of view to our div, okay, to our UI. okay, so just open and closing curly like parenthesis, and give double inverted comma, put hash, and give app as a id. So guys, now just copy this id from here, app, and give id also here and paste it here. So guys, now you all know that this div, okay, this div have been attached or mounted with this instance of view.js. okay, so guys, you all know from my previous video also that this div, okay, have been attached or mounted with this instance of view.js. okay, with this instance of view.js. So guys, just to test, what we generally do, we generally put double in double, like curly braces, and we put some kind of simple calculation. So put 4 plus 4, guys, just to test that our view have linked with this div or not. okay, so just save your code, go to the browser. Guys, ideally we should be getting 12. okay, so just refresh the page now, go to the browser and refresh the page. Okay guys, we got some issues also, so let me just go to the console. Okay, not a function, so just let me just give guys only 2 minutes. I will just fix this. It will be the issue of view.js only. So let me just sorry guys, I am taking over your time. Yeah, just copy this view from here and go here and paste it here. Okay, paste it here. So guys, I forgot to paste view.js file. Okay, so guys, this is the view.js file. As you can see here, I have got the folder named js, and inside that folder I have got the file view.global.js. okay, so guys, now save your code and go to the browser and now refresh the page. So now refresh the page. Yeah, See guys, we are getting 12 here, which means our view have been attached or linked to this div, okay, to this div. So guys, now whatever we will write inside the double curly braces, it is gonna display the output, whether it will be a function or method or any kind of expressions, okay. So guys, I have already explained you many times in my previous video also that whatever you have to write, whether it will be a function, expression or any kind of calculation in Vue.js, we have to write inside the double curly braces only, okay. Then only you are gonna see the output. Otherwise it will throw an error that Vue is not gonna understand this what you have written. So guys, whatever you have to write inside the double curly braces, you have to write, then only it is gonna display the output, okay. So just remove this, we don't require this. So guys, now I'm gonna create some of the, what can I say, array of product, okay. So just create an array of products. So first of all, I'm gonna define array of products. So give cards, okay, and yeah, and give open and closing square brackets. And guys, inside this square brackets, we have to define some of the products, okay, like here which I am displaying here, these cards, okay. So we have to define these cards inside this open and closing square brackets, okay. So just I'm gonna define some what can I say, objects inside these cards. So just create your first object and give open and closing curly braces, give title also as a give product one only. Later on we can change, give product one only, and we have to put inside the double curly braces, okay. We have to put inside the double curly braces and put comma and give also image src, give image src. So guys, I will display here image path, okay. So just copy, just put comma, and I will display here descriptions about the products, okay. So double inverted comma, comma, and put comma only, and give likes, okay, likes. So as of now the likes will be 0, okay, and give dislikes also, and give dislikes also, dislikes, it will be also 0 as of now initially. So guys, now just copy this object from here and paste it at least 5 times. So 2, 3 and 4, and put comma and 5, okay, put comma here also. So yeah, so now we have to define our images RC, descriptions and all that, okay. So guys, now I am going to define the descriptions. So guys, let me just copy the descriptions from here only, okay, so that it will save a lot of time, and I will explain you. So guys, just copy this descriptions from here only and paste it here. It is nothing guys, you can understand on your own, okay. So let me just put some space also, okay. So now it is in the same line. So just go again to the example and copy this again descriptions from here only and paste it here, yeah, paste it here also, and go again, and copy this third one descriptions from here only and paste it here in the third one. So paste it here, go again to the example and copy this descriptions from here only and paste it into your code. So descriptions here also, and go again and just copy this descriptions from here and paste it here. So guys, now we have defined our descriptions that I love the experience, thank you Apsara ice cream, okay. Here is the descriptions, best ice cream brand, famous natural ice cream parlor, top ice cream parlors in Patna, best frozen desserts, and here also descriptions, best ice cream near me, the best ice cream in the world, rolled ice cream, the best ice cream in the world. Okay, so guys, now I am gonna define image src. Okay, so guys, now I will define the image src. So just go to the folder where I have pasted some of the images for this project. So just go to the images folder, and guys, here you can see I have got the images. Okay, so from here only we will define our image path. Okay, src path I mean. So just go here and see which image. So this and this. So just copy the images from here. So copy this image first. So yeah, and guys, you can see here inside the YouTube projects I have got the folder called images. Okay, so guys, as you can see here, I have got the folder name called images inside the YouTube projects. Okay, so guys, we have to define our image path here also in the src column. So give images, okay, and this, and put the image name. Okay, so again go to the folder. So again go to the folder, and this image, copy this image from here. Okay, and go to your code, give images, folder name, / and paste it here. Again go to the folder. Okay, this image. So yeah, copy this image name from here. Yeah, this image. So copy this image name from here and paste into your code. So images, / and paste it here, and again see which one. So this one and this one. Okay, so just go to the code, and yeah, just go to the code and copy this image from here, image name. Go to the code and define your path, img src. So this is the images inside the folder. Give / and paste image name here also. Okay, so again go to the folder and copy this image name from here, copy it from here, and go to the code, just give images, okay, and give / and paste it here. So guys, now everything is ready, guys, inside our what can I say, inside our cards array. Okay, this is guys, this cards is an object of array of objects. Okay, so guys, this cards is an object of array, and in this array we have got first element, we have got second element, we have got third element also, this is the fourth element, and this is the fifth element. And guys, it contains, okay, it contains likes, img images src, descriptions, likes and dislikes count also. Here also title, product, give product 2, okay, give product 2, and images src is this, descriptions is this, likes count is 0, and dislikes count is also 0 as of now. Here also we have got title and give product 3, give product 3, and here also guys we have got the title, images src, description, likes and dislikes count as of now both of them is 0. Okay, here also title, product 4, okay, product 4, img src is this, description is this, and likes count is 0, and dislikes count is also 0 as of now. Give product 5, okay, and here also title is this, img src is this, description is this, likes count is this 0, and dislikes count is 0 as of now. Okay, so guys, now as you all know, this is an array, and guys, we can use v4 directive in vue.js to loop through this array one by one, okay, one by one, and we can display our product in our UI in our front end, okay, using v4 directive in vue.js. Okay, so guys, now I am gonna create v4 directive to display this product to the UI. Okay, so guys, just go to the code again in the HTML part, and we have to write our HTML part now. So guys, below this I am gonna create another div. So create another div, give it a class as a, give class as a cards only, okay, cards, and give also call lg, give call lg3, and give call xl3 also, give call xs12, and give call md6, and give call sm12 also, and I also give, you know, margin top 3, margin top 3, and margin bottom also 3. And first of all close this div and open this div. And guys, I have to give class also as mx auto. Okay, so guys, now in this div I am gonna create v4 directive of view.js, and we will loop through this cards array, and one by one we will display all these products from here only. Okay, so just go here inside this div. We are gonna create v4 directive, so give v4, okay, v4 equal to double inverted comma, and we have to write, you know, just give this and write a card and put comma and put index also in cards. Okay, card in cards. Okay, so guys, now it says guys, this v4 will work like a like, you know, like a for loop or for each loop in the JavaScript. Okay, so guys, this v4 will work as a for loop or like a for each loop in JavaScript, and it will loop through this cart array, and it will display each and every product inside this one by one into the UI. Okay, so guys, whenever this loop will run, what it will do, it will loop one time, and guys, it will copy first element, it will store first element inside this card. Okay, it will again loop second time, and it will store this you know, what can I say, element inside this card. Okay, inside this card, and again guys, this will loop, and again it will store this third element inside the card, inside this card. Okay, inside this card, and again fourth time it will loop, again it will store this element inside this card. Okay, inside this card, and again it will loop 5 times, and again it will store this element, this fifth element, into this card variable. Okay, into this card variable. And guys, now we can easily you know, like loop through this card, and we can display all the loops. Okay, so guys, now we have to write our HTML also. So just we have to here also put a colon and give key equal to double inverted comma, and give, you know, index. Okay, give index, so give index. Okay, this index guys. Okay, this index, just paste it here. And guys, now I am gonna create another div below this div. Okay, so create another div and give class also card, give class also card. Okay, and give overflow as a hidden. Okay, and give also cursor pointer. Okay, cursor pointer. Okay, and close this div first. So close this div, and inside this div guys, I am gonna create img element. Okay, so create img element, and put colon src equal to double inverted comma. So guys, I have explained you many times in my previous video also that guys, inside the view.js, if you want to display class, id, image, alt attribute using view.js, then we have to put v on or v bind or v colon. Okay, or this colon is guys shorthand property for v bind. Okay, so guys, this colon is the shorthand property for v bind. Okay, you can also write guys here v bind also. Okay, v bind and put colon. Okay, so guys, rather than writing v bind, we can also write, you know, colon only. Okay, so I'm gonna remove here v bind from here and let colon only be here. So I'm gonna do here guys this card. Okay, this card dot this image. Okay, this img src. Okay, this img src. So just copy it from here and put dot. Okay, and this, and we are gonna also define our alt also. So give alt as product product image only, okay, and nothing else. And give class also as img fluid, and give fluid also. So guys, now below this img I am gonna create another div. So create another div, give it a class as a okay, p3 means padding 3, and close this div. And inside this div I am gonna create p1 element. So give p1 and give class as also as a product, give p name, okay, give p name or means product name, okay. So close this p, and guys I am gonna put here double curly braces, and I am gonna put here this card, okay, this card variable from here. And I will put name also, or put title from here. So we have got the title on each and every element, okay. As you can see here, we have got the title on each and every element. So copy this title from here and put dot and paste it, okay. So guys, now as of now, just save your code, go to the browser and just see the output first. So just refresh the page now. Okay, we have got the error, I guess, guys. So let me just check what is the error. Yeah, card property was accessed during render but is not defined on instance, okay. So it is saying it is only warning. So inside this cards, okay guys, inside this, okay, we have got the card, okay. We have to put card here, guys, okay. So guys, instead of card I just wrote cards, okay. So we have to make it card only. So put d as cards. So guys, now all fixed. So cards in card, okay. So card in cards. So now save your code, go to the browser, and now refresh the page. Yeah, boom guys. See guys, we got our product and product name also, okay. So guys, product and product name also. So guys, rather than putting product 1, put ice cream 1 and ice cream 2, okay. So put ice cream 1 and ice cream 2. Just copy this from here and paste on everywhere. So paste here also, and paste here also, paste here also, and paste here also, okay. So now save your code, go to the browser, and now refresh the page. Yeah, boom guys, we got our name ice cream 1, ice cream 2, ice cream 3, ice cream 4, and ice cream 5 also. And we have also got the product image also, okay. So guys, now just go to the HTML again, and below this p, guys, I am gonna create another div. So below this p I am gonna create another div. So create another div and give it a class also as a give position only. So give position give position relative. Yeah, that's it. So close this div now, and inside this div I am gonna write what can I say, button element, guys, okay, button element. So we have to write our button element also. So create a button element and close this button element first, and give text also, as we have to define here our icons, okay. So define the icons also. So give I class first, close this I, and I will give Fafa as a Fafa heart, okay. Yeah, and I will also say that give double inverted curly braces, and I will like paste this card, okay, this card guys from here, and dot I will say likes, okay, likes from here, okay. As you can see here, we have got likes on each and every element, and dislikes also. As of now it is 0, okay. As of now all likes and dislikes are 0. So just put card dot like, okay, likes, and we have to give some class also. So give tooltip also. So guys, I'm gonna define here bootstrap tooltip, okay. So give data toggle equal to top tooltip, and give also give also data placement. So give data placement, so placement equal to top, okay, and give also title, give title also I love it, okay, give title also I love it, okay. And yeah, on the click of this button guys, we will define some methods, okay. So guys, I will give also at the rate click, okay, equal to likes, okay, equal to likes, and I will say this index, okay, this index, okay, this index, okay guys. So whenever a user is going to click likes or dislikes icons, then only this event gonna fire. That's why guys, I have defined here like, and I am passing here index, okay, I am passing here index. So guys, whenever user will click on the specific likes button or dislikes button, then only that, you know, a specific likes and dislikes count gonna increase or gonna increase only, okay. So guys, that's why I have defined here, this is the, so sorry guys, just create another button and just copy this button guys from here only, and just paste this below this, and I will define the method also here as dislike, okay, as dislike. So dislike, and also index here also, give title also I hate it, okay, and yeah, change this to dislikes, okay guys, this dislikes, okay, this dislikes, okay, this dislikes. So now we have to define here images, okay. So I will create an image here, image src, so img, and give src equal to images, and go to the folder where I have some images for this dislikes count, okay, for this dislikes count. So where it is, where it is, okay guys, it is taking time, so it's better go to the previous example only and copy it from here, okay. So copy it from here only, it's better, just to save our time, okay, just to save our time guys, just copy the image from here and paste it here, okay, paste it here, okay. So we will have some class also, we have to define this class also. So guys, now save your code, go to the browser and just refresh the page and see the output first, okay. So as of now we have got this image, so I have to put some css also. So just go to the head section of your code, create a style sheet first, and inside this define this class, okay, give width of give 20 px first, and just save your code, go to the browser and check the output first. So now refresh the page, yeah, we can see. So as of now guys, you can see here we have got the dislike like count also 0, and dislike count also 0, okay. So guys, now I am gonna paste tooltip code from the previous example only guys, okay. I hope guys you know how to enable tooltip in our HTML by using bootstrap tooltip, okay. So below this I'm gonna paste it here, and just as you can see guys, this is the tooltip, okay. So guys, I have enabled tooltip on this entire document, okay, on this entire page, okay. So guys, that's why I have given here function data toggle equal to tooltip, and I have initialized bootstrap tooltip function on this entire document, okay, on this entire documents, okay. So guys, now just save your code, go to the browser and just refresh the page, okay. See, boom guys, our tooltip worked, okay. See guys, our tooltip is working now. I love it and I hate it, I love it, I hate it, I love it, I hate it also. Here also I love it, here also tooltip I hate it, here also tooltip I love it, and here also tooltip I hate it, okay. So guys, now we have to just go here and we have to display the descriptions also. Okay, we have to display the descriptions also. So just below this P, copy this P from here guys. Okay, and just paste below this and go here, copy this descriptions from here. As you can see here, we have got the descriptions on each and every element of this cards array. Okay, this cards array, we have got descriptions on each and every element of. Okay, so just title, just replace this with descriptions. Okay, so now save your code, go to the browser and just check the output first. Yeah, we got our descriptions also. And now guys, we have to put our CSS also to make these buttons like this. Okay, to make these buttons like this. So now I am gonna write our custom CSS for this button also. Okay, so just go to the code and go to the head section, and here we will create our style sheet. Okay, our custom style sheet. So yeah, just below this, copy the button element. So this is the button guys, button element. I'm gonna target this. So give appearance as none, give outline also none, give border also as none, and give background as a transparent. Okay, and guys, now I'm gonna copy this Fafa class from here, and we will enable some kind of CSS animation also. Okay, put comma and put some space and copy this class from here, smimg, to enable animation on this image also. So just paste it here, and I will define some animation also. So give color as red. Okay, and give animation. Okay, give animation and give heartbeat. So heartbeat and 1 seconds. Okay, 1 second only, and give infinite. Okay, so guys, this is the animation name, this is the animation duration, and this is the animation iteration count. Okay, so guys, this is the shorthand properties for animation. Okay, this is the animation name, this is the duration, and this is the animation count, or this is the iteration count. Okay, so guys, now I am gonna define this animation name. Okay, by using keyframe. Okay, so put @keyframes and put this, and open and curly braces, and now we have to define our animation also. Okay, so we have to say for 0%, I will say that transform. So transform, yeah, transform, and I will say scale, only, and I will say 0.85. Okay, 0.85, and I will also give opacity also, 0.7. So guys, just save, copy this code, and we have to paste it for 3 to 5 times, and later on we will define the percentage also. Okay, so just copy this and make this as a 15%, and define the scale also as 1, and give opacity to total 1. Okay, give 1 and put. Okay, and just paste this again, and define this like a percentage as 25. Define this percentage as 25, and give transform scale also 1.35, and give also opacity 0.85. Okay, and again paste it, and just define this percentage to 50%, and give 1 point scale, give 1.15. Okay, and opacity, make this 6. Okay, here also, and again paste this, and just make this percentage to 75%, and make this scale to 1. Okay, and just change the opacity to also 0.85. Okay, and paste here also, and just make this percentage to 100%. Okay, So give a scale also as 8.5, or give scale also 9.8, and make this opacity to this only. So guys, now as you can see here, I have defined the keyframes for the animation. Okay, so guys, let me just explain you. So guys, as you can see here, this animation, okay, the heart is like like it's like beating like a heartbeat. Okay, it's like pumping like a heartbeat. Okay, so it is decreasing in size and it is increasing in size. Okay, it's like beating like a heartbeat. Okay, so for this guys, I have defined this animation here, heartbeat, 1 second and infinite, and this is the keyframes for it. Okay, this is the keyframes for it. As you can see here, 0%, 15%, 25%, 50%, 75%, and 100%. Okay, and I have defined scale, transform scale, and opacity. Okay, so guys, now save your code, go to the browser and just check the output first. So check the output first. No, not this one, just refresh this page. Yeah, as you can see here guys, our animation is working now fine. Okay, see guys, as you can see here, it is working fine. So guys, now we have to define the methods. Okay, like likes, like or dislike. Okay, so guys, whenever a user is going to click on this button, it is going to increase. Whenever a user is going to hate this product, and it will and he or she will be clicking on this icon, then it is also going to increase the number. Okay, so yeah, so now just go to the code, and below this guys, I am gonna write our vue.js code. Okay, so just below this we have to write our vue.js code. So we have to write our code. So close this, so close this, and yeah, and we will say mounted, and we will say mounted. Okay, mounted, and we will say open and curly braces, and we will say comment also like load. Okay, load like and dislike counts. Okay, counts from local storage. Okay, from local storage. So we will define our method here. So this dot local storage, load local storage, say load local storage. So load local storage, and yeah, local storage. So make this bold. Okay, local storage, and just open and closing parenthesis, and just close this. And now guys, we have to define this methods, this load local storage inside our methods. Okay, so inside our methods we have to define this. Okay, so guys, I have already explained you that method is a object of function or collection of functions or methods. Okay, so yeah, now we will say like so yeah guys, I am defining this method. Okay, this like method. Okay, from here, this like method from here, and we will define also this dislike method from here. Okay, so guys, now as you can see here, I am passing the index from here as a from here in this method also, and in the dislike method also as a parameter. So just copy this index from here, and we have to pass it also here. So we have to receive this in here in this like. So I will say open and closing curly braces, and I will say const equal to card. Okay, equal to, I will say this dot card. Okay, I will say this dot cards, and I will pass index as a parameter. Okay, this card. Okay, so this card, and guys, it will say, as you can see here, every card element. Okay, every cards element here, it has got like and dislike count. Okay, so it has got like also, and it has got dislike also. Okay, every element of this cards array. Okay, every element of this cards array has got this likes and dislike. Here also likes and dislikes, here also likes and dislike, and here also likes and dislike, and here also like and dislike. That's why guys we are just passing the index, like on which guys currently on which like icon, whether it is like icon or whether it is like icon user have clicked. Okay, so guys what I mean by this index, so guys it is checking on which user have currently clicked, whether it is a like button or whether it is a dislike button. Okay, so guys based on that this is gonna increase, or this is gonna increase the like count, or this is gonna increase the dislike count. Okay, so we will also just say, so we will also say card, okay, card dot like, okay, card dot likes and plus plus, okay, plus plus, which means we are increasing the like count by 1. Okay, and we will also say this dot update, okay, this dot update local, okay, update local storage, okay, update local storage. So guys at the same time we will also update the local storage like count or dislike count whenever a user is going to click on this button like. Okay, so at the same time guys we will also increase the like count, and we will also update the local storage also. Okay, so guys now I am gonna define dislike method. So put comma and just copy guys from here only, so that you will be having some kind of confidence also. Okay, so guys as you can see here also I am passing index, this index guys, okay, this index I am also passing here also in this method dislike. Okay, so just copy it from here and below this paste it here and give open and closing apparent like curly braces, and we will say const, and we will say card also, card equal to, we will say this dot cards, and I will also pass the index here also. So close this and I will say card. So guys now this card, okay, this card, okay, this card, so this card dot, okay, dislikes, and we will just increase this also by 1. Okay, so by 1, and at the same time we will also just update our local storage. Okay, our local storage also we will update. So guys let me just explain you one thing guys. Whenever I will say this dot cards, so guys I am referring to this card. Okay, this card. Whenever I will say this dot title, I am referring this title. Whenever guys I will say this dot image, image src, I will refer to this image src. And guys whenever I will say this dot descriptions, I will refer to this descriptions. And guys whenever I will say this dot likes, I will refer to this likes. Whenever I will say this dot dislikes, I will refer to this dislikes. Okay, so guys likewise for all the elements. Okay, likewise for all the elements. So guys now we have to define this method also here only. So put comma and just give here, and we have to define this. So I will add the comment also. So guys write the comment also, update, update like and dislike counts, okay, in local storage. Okay, in local storage. Okay, so guys what we will do, we will do local storage, okay, or we will say window dot local storage, okay, dot we will say set item. So guys as you all know, local storage is a mechanism of key value pair. Okay guys, I will explain you one more time. Guys always remember, local storage is a mechanism of key value pair where you can save your data or information in the form of text only, by using key and value. Okay, by using key and value. And guys whenever you are supposed to grab data or information from your local storage, then only we have to pass that key inside our get element method as a parameter, and then only the value associated with that key is gonna, you will be able to fetch it. Okay, so guys as of now we are gonna set it. So I will say cards, okay, I will say cards dot json dot stringify. So guys as you all know, whatever we have to save in the local storage, it should be always in what can I say guys, in the form of text. Okay, so I will say this dot cards. Okay, I will say this dot cards. Okay, so guys, this cards. Okay, this cards. Okay, this cards, guys, I am saving entire object. Okay, always again guys, I will explain you guys, I am saving the entire element. Okay, entire element. Okay, from here guys, from here, okay, from here to last, okay, to the last element, I am saving entire things from this card array to the local storage. Okay, that's what I am doing here, json.stringify and this dot cards. Okay, so I am saving entire cards into the local storage by using the key as a cards only. Okay, so guys, now just put comma here again, and we have to define this method also, load local storage. So copy it from here and paste it here, and give parenthesis also, and give, I will say, comment also. So I will say comment that load, okay, load like and dislike counts. Okay, counts from local storage. Okay, from local storage. So I will say guys, here I will create a const. Okay, I will create a const. So create a const, give, give stored cards. Okay, as a variable, and we will say window, we will say json.stringify, we will say json.parse, and we have to say that window dot local storage dot get item. Okay, get item. So guys, we have to get this item. Okay, so we have to pass this cards as a parameter. Okay, so we have to pass this cards as a parameter. I already explained you that whatever value will be associated with this key card, we can be able to fetch it on our code from the local storage. Okay, so that's why I am doing here json.parse window.localstorage.get item, and we have to pass this key as a parameter. Okay, then only we will be able to fetch it from the local storage. Okay, so guys, now I am gonna do if. Okay, if stored card. Okay, this stored card. Okay, this stored card, then we will say, okay, this dot cards, okay, equal to stored card. Okay, stored cards. Okay, so guys, we are fetching every element from the cards. Okay guys, we are fetching every element from the local storage, and we are just assigning to this dot cards. Okay, because we have previously just saved this into our local storage, and load local storage is a function where you can load likes and dislikes count from the local storage. So we have to do const stored card equal to json.parse window.localstorage.get item, and we have to pass this cards as a key, as a parameter, and we will say this dot stored card if something is already into the local storage. Guys, okay, here guys, we are checking if something is already into the local storage previously or already, then we will say this dot card equal to stored card. Okay, so guys, now we will fetch this card, and we will just replace this entire cards. Okay, we will just replace this entire cards base with this stored card. Okay, which we have previously saved into our local storage, and now in this function we are just replacing these cards. Okay, we are just replacing all these cards, all this element from this card array, from this cards array to this stored card. Okay, to this stored cards. Okay, so guys, now our code is almost ready, and guys, I hope I have explained you each and everything in depth, in details also. So just guys, save your code, and our code is ready to be tested. Okay, so now save your code, go to the browser and refresh the page first. Okay, and now guys, okay, so see guys, our code is working, because see, it is already here. So we have to just remove it. So just remove all the keys from the go to the application, and just refresh the page, and yeah, just remove these cards from here. And now guys, refresh the page first. Okay, okay guys, and now just click guys I like it or I love it button. See, boom guys, it is working. See guys, our likes count is being increased whenever I am clicking the button I love it. Okay, see guys, so now refresh the page also. See, boom guys, after the page refreshment also our likes count remains same and it is not going to reset. Okay, so now I am gonna hate this product. Click the button I hate it. See, boom guys, it is also increasing. See guys, see guys, it is also increasing. See guys, now refresh the page also. See, boom guys, our likes and dislikes count remains same. Okay, our likes and dislikes count remains same. See guys, boom guys, again you can like it, again you can hate it, again you can like it, again you can hate it. Okay, so guys, whenever you will click the button I love it or I hate it, the number is gonna increase. Okay, the number is gonna increase whenever you will click the button I hate it or I love it. Okay, see guys, it is working fine. Now refresh the page also. See guys, boom guys, see our likes and dislikes count remains same whenever after the refreshment of page also. Okay, so guys, our likes and dislikes count remains same after the page refreshment also. So guys, our code is working 100% and it is ready to be hosted or it is ready to be tested also. Okay, see guys, see boom guys, it is increasing day by day. I mean as many time as you will click on this button it will increase. Okay, as many time you will click the button it is gonna increase. It is also gonna increase. I hate it. See guys, boom guys, see guys, now refresh the page also. Okay, so see guys, so guys, I hope you have learned something from this video. You have get something from this video unique or different as well. So guys, if you feel you have learned something from this video, please guys do subscribe to my YouTube channel Code with ER and please press the bell icon also, so that whenever I will upload a new video in the playlist you can be notified and you can watch them instantly and you can learn from them also. And guys, please do share this video with your friends, with your colleague also, so that they will be also learning how to create this kind of dynamic application using HTML, CSS, Vue.js along with local storage as well. Okay, so I hope guys you have learned something. Guys, if you still have any doubt, any query in your minds regarding this video, regarding this session, regarding code or regarding my voice, whether my voice is not audible, whether my voice is not clear, whether my voice is not understandable, whether I am speaking too fast. Okay guys, if you have any kind of queries in your mind, please guys feel free to ask me in the comment section below. I will try to clear all your doubts and I will try to implement your suggestions or your query in my from my next video itself. Okay, so guys, thank you guys for watching this video. See you guys in the next video, in the next session. Till then, take care guys. Bye bye. This is Pramath Pandit signing off now.